he has risen from his slumber. And I'm back just to give a few updates on some things going on. Obviously, you can see the R33 drift car is looking a bit like it's getting a makeover, but it's just having a few repairs. Basically, I've been pretty low-key on the socials lately, especially on YouTube, because just so much has been going on. Very busy, working on cars, just living life, but no excuses. I have just been quite lazy because April was a pretty hectic month leading up to April, start of the year, a lot of things going on, like mine and Kalani's anniversary, our birthdays, all in the 1 month, and it's just chaos. So I thought I'd do a quick little update. The last video would have been Drift Collective and Drifting SA round 1 over in Tailem Bend, and you would have seen that this car got pretty written off. We've done a few repairs now. As you can see, still missing some bits in the rear quarter. I've lost a rear pod, so unfortunately that is how that sits right now. But basically, plans are right now, I've got some pretty hectic events coming up. It's pretty much in 1 week, we fly to New Zealand to compete at the LZ World Tour, which is at Taupo Raceway, and that is going to be absolutely insane. I'm quite nervous because I'm in a different country. I'm going to be driving a friend's car. It's a pretty insanely built RB S14, 700 horsepower, sequential, winters, everything that you could dream of in a proper drift car. Whereas like my car is pretty standard in comparison. Rear mount and rad, wise fab front and rear. And that's Ryan Parry. He's been kind enough to lend it out, and I'm so bloody excited and super grateful to have awesome people in and around the drift scene who are offering up their car to let me go and drive it. Now, Taupo is a very fast track, no walls, so that's a definite bonus when you're driving someone else's car. So super excited, super nervous because it's just going to be hectic. So that's something you can look forward to in the very near future, because that is just over a week and a half, and we should be on the track. I think it's the 3rd and 4th of May. So this video will be out before then. So if you are in New Zealand, make sure you get down there because it's going to be pretty rowdy. Probably one of the biggest events in New Zealand. That's what it's shaping up to look like anyway. I'm going to be pretty out of my element because different country, surrounded by all these people who you look up to, you know, and you follow, and you've been following on their journey, and you're just trying to follow in their footsteps sort of thing and make things happen. But God, it's difficult. Nonetheless, no more complaining. But then after that, we fly back from New Zealand. I pretty much have to drive this car to Geelong, 2-hour drive, and then we're driving the R33 onto the boat, and we're going to Tasmania. Now, it's going to be pretty insane. I'm also noticing I'm just walking in circles around the car, so my apologies. But it's going to be pretty insane because this car is very road legal, obviously, as you can see. So it's going to be quite the task, and it's going to be quite interesting, but we have a lot of our friends doing the same thing. So the plan is to drive to Geelong. I'm going to tow this thing to Geelong, leave the trailer in Geelong, and then drive it onto the boat, then drive to Simmons Plains Raceway. And that's for V8 Supercar demos, which are on the 14th, 15th of May. And then we fly back. I need to sit down. And then we fly back from Tasmania to go to work for the week, and then we fly back to Tasmania to then compete at round 2 of Drift Collective. So there's going to be a whole lot of stuff going on, and I'm really hoping that with this time flying to New Zealand, hanging out with like Guy Maxwell, hanging out hopefully LZ and all the other famous boys going over there, that'll give us some motivation to start pushing the content again more, because again, just been in a massive slump with work, life, just life, you know, in general. And then things going wrong with this car. Not really going wrong, but just having to fix the car, obviously crashing it for no reason because I'm an idiot, which that'll probably be the next video. Because we are a video behind, just from a fun day we did at Calder Park, where me and Kalani, she drove for S13 and I drove this. It was a super chill day, but it was just so awesome to be able to drive my girlfriend and attempt to ram into her. But yeah, updates on the 33. After we built the engine, I put in a Welsh plug and it was wrong. I don't know if you can see that. Missing one there because I've pulled it out. So for some reason, this Welsh plug just did not seal. So I am replacing it, essentially. So I went to work today and I lathed up this little punch here. So it'll just fit on there perfectly, and you can punch it on. So that's what I'm doing today because I need to get this car running. Another thing, update, I have built a pretty hectic catch can setup. Pretty stoked with how it looks. I'll add in some photos of how I baffled it internally. And just let the return to sump, and then also a nice little view glass there, which is probably going to be useless because once it gets past here, it's going to be draining back, but at least then we'll be able to see if it's filling up and what it looks like. And then I've also got a nice little drain bung there, which I'm going to hook up this little valve there too. But yeah, so basically it's got baffling in there and it's 5.5 litres, so pretty huge. It's basically going to be like a external sump, I reckon. Up to the drain point is 1.5 litres. So, you know, I think it's going to be perfect, and I fingers crossed it's going to be perfect. But anyway, I've got this baffle here. I've got the filter here, which is just some Scotch-Brite. Then I've got it blocked off, and there's a plate there. The plate that it runs up, there's more holes drilled in that plate. That's blocked. Then there's another plate underneath that that's got holes again. So this is where the motor breathes from. So the cam covers go into the top of the catch can here. All this is sealed off with a tube, runs down to the bottom there. Got some breather holes for it so it can at least breathe. My plans are it's going to be forcing everything down to the bottom. It's then going to fight its way up to circulate through a maze to get out the filter, which we won't find out that until we drive it. And basically, I'll be flying back from Tassie and there'll be no testing. So I'll be flying back from New Zealand and then there'll be no testing. It'll be straight on to this, to driving it to the boat, which is going to be hectic. I'm very, very bloody excited. And then I've also made this coolant overflow. So I used to have my bottle of Pepsi. So I just made this one, and I think it's got a radiator cap, but I just pulled the spring out because this originally was like a proper pressurized system, whereas now it's not pressurized. It's got a bleeder hole under here, and yeah, it looks pretty shit hot, I reckon. But yeah, I just really wanted to put a video out just to explain some things that's going on. But I'm not dead yet. I am now 28 as well, so I passed the 27 club. But yeah, I think there's a few things I'd like to update. Like this spoiler. I've had this spoiler for many, many years now, and I've always wanted to put it on. I tried putting it on, I hated it, and I'm like, whatever. So I was going to sell it. No one wanted to buy it because it's bloody hideous, which is totally fair. And so then I just cut it up and I just put it on and test fitted it. And I'm like, you know what? I still don't love it, but I think I'm going to run it just for the shits and gigs and just see it fly off the back straight of Simmons Plains. But it's just missing something with the rear pod. If I had the rear pod, I think I'd like it a lot more. And everything's also not color matched. So what do you think? Let me know what you reckon about the spoiler. I'm going to run it regardless what you say, but yeah, let's see. I'm interested to see what people think. I will be putting the roof spoiler back on as well. So it'll hopefully tie in and look pretty sick. But yeah, that's about it. Oh my God, so much is going on. I haven't spoken to the camera in a long time as well. I think just me losing my proper Sony ZV-1 also made it super hard to film because now I'm just filming my camera with my phone and it's just not the same. Regardless, I feel like I should really be pushing harder and trying to make more content because it is fun and I appreciate everyone who watches and supports. So with that, I feel like I should be better. So many ums and probably likes and stuff and walking around. Before we do some work, I've had a quick wardrobe change because I want to show off the merch that we have just had made up recently. Some new designs, which I am super stoked about. I've had a lot of people message me saying they want to buy some merch, like even the old designs, and I was like, I'll get some new stuff made up. So we got our Cam Martin Drift team shirt in a short sleeve, and we've got our Giving Up Never an Option, or how do you say it? Never Quit is on the front side. It's freaking dirty. But yeah, that comes in a jumper and a short sleeve as well. Yeah. Then we got that team shirt with all our liveries, with our livery with all our sponsors and stuff like that. And that just says Cam Martin Drift on the front. And don't worry, it doesn't come with all the sanding dust. But yeah, super stoked on the design and the merch. And it'll be super appreciative if you go check out the website. Grab yourself some new wear for the coming months. But yeah, it's the main reason I've done the merch is because New Zealand and Tassie is going to cost a shit ton of money. So any help is appreciated. Plus you get some sweet designs to wear. And also go check out lukefink.com because he's also a legend. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to quit talking shit. It's probably been like 15 minutes of me talking now. I'm going to get the Welsh plug in. I'll at least get the car running tonight. And then that'd be it for this video, I reckon. Just saying quickly, small and easy to edit, I hope. Probably a lot of me cutting ums and ahs and shits and bleeps and all stupid things I say, as I tend to do. If you get some merch, I appreciate you. If you don't, still appreciate you for watching. So we'll get this car started and we'll go from there. So it's a couple hours later now. Manifold's all on. Welsh plug's all back in. We have coolant in the car. And I'm just going to fire it up because what else are you going to listen to on this video? Nice little fire up of the RB30 and the R33. I'm pretty stoked with how this whole engine bay is looking now. So I'm really happy with like the fitment. Look at that. Look at that. God damn. So beautiful fitment there from Bailey made this. I made this. I made that. And shit hot. Looks bloody rad. So please give her a fire up and see if it starts. I didn't film it, damn it. I don't even tell it's fuel everywhere. I didn't tighten that. That went everywhere, my God. Over the whole engine bay. Looks sparkly though, look at that. My bad. Friggin' sounds so bloody good. I love this car. It does sound pretty wild. Really want to change that manifold ASAP though, because right now it's got a NZ hybrid on it, and it's kind of like a HKS style or something, or G-Ready style. I'm not the biggest fan of it. It sounds wicked on idle and it sounds great, but I just want that clean, like equal length front end sound. So if I'm going to build one or buy one off Speed Tech, or hopefully it gives me one because that'd be better. But that's me it for the video. Just a lot of updates. The 33 slowly getting cleaned up again, ready for its debut drive to Tasmania. I'll put like a little photo of what the drive will be. I probably won't do that. But basically, it's not that huge of a drive, but it's a 12-hour boat ride over the sea. I don't know what sea it is, but anyway, bottom of Melbourne. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Make sure if you want to support the channel, check out the merch, get yourself some sick designs. Super happy with it, but yeah, let us know if you like it. Anywho, peace out, Girl Scout. See you guys in New Zealand. That's gonna be sick. Again, rambling. Next video will be just Members Day, where me and my missus are driving our cars together. So anyway, see you then.